It is, and it will be, heavenly album covers right from the heart of Copenhagen. Some people call it Copenhagen, Denmark. I just picked up my car from Gunter's Auto Boutique. Gunter runs a nice little place called Norvest Auto Repair, just on the outskirts of Copenhagen. And I just grabbed my coffee from Ellie's coffee bar nearby, and I'm ready to go to the Loppemark, also known as a flea market. They call flea markets here Loppemarks, and I'm going to specifically look for records that have been discarded or mishandled or traded or exchanged at the Loppemark. I'm looking for record albums, nice record covers. There aren't a lot of unusual records in Copenhagen. There are interesting records in other parts of Denmark, but and we're on Lauterstrasse here in Copenhagen. We're about to enter the flea market here. It's really exciting. Last week it was raining, so I couldn't attend this flea market here, so I'm itching to look at records, no matter what shape or size that they have here. It should be fun. So let's go into this flea market was closed last week because of rain. It was rained out, so there are about double the people here today. Well, I am all finished with the Loppemark flea market today here in Copenhagen in Denmark, and I bought my wife some flowers. They cost about $120 American. I could have used that money to buy more records, but sometimes record collectors have to suffer and maintain composure in tough situations. So those are the flowers I'm going to give my wife. Danish flowers tend to last a long time, so this particular bunch of flowers should last about 3 months on our dining room table. I bought 17 records today, which is not a record, but it's a lot of records for me to buy. I don't usually buy more than 4 records at the Loppemark flea market. I did, among those 17 albums I bought that all have great album covers, I bought 5 Sugarhill 12-inch singles. I'm not sure how they got over here to Denmark. Most of them are sequence songs by one of the Sugarhill acts. Sequence There is actually a Sugarhill Gang record here, and they're all in pretty good condition. I got them from one of the sellers had maybe 12, 14 boxes of old, mildewed, musty, water-damaged albums, and most of them were R&B funk from various periods. So I looked through all of those. I kind of had to make my way through all the crummy, conditioned albums, and I picked up a few, including this Stevie Wonder double album, The Secret Life of Plants, Journey Through the Secret Life of Plants. And I've been wanting a copy of this recently. I heard a little bit of the music somewhere on Spotify maybe, and it just fascinated me. The audio, the music on this album is just exquisite, very different than almost anything I've ever heard. And a person named Charlotte Wheeler once owned this. This record is in very poor condition. It's like a -4. You can see the Braille writing on the front. This says something that Stevie Wonder wanted everybody to see. And this is all embossed. There's some plant life here. The cover is light green. Apparently, some of the early copies of this, when it first came out, were perfumed with perfume. And I've been trying to smell this album before this episode, and I don't think I can smell perfume. It just smells kind of mildewy. And Stevie's name is way at the top. Stevie Wonder's real name is Steveland Morris, and he's one of the greats. I regret not following his career more closely. There's the same kind of plant pattern there, and there's all the song listings or the track listings. Some of these are just kind of instrumental pieces. And there is Stevie Wonder. He has his cornrows and his bangles at the end of his hair follicles here, and he looks real happy. Stevie has always been a real positive guy, a real inspiration for a lot of people, and so much involved in so many different types of music and with so many different collaborators. And here are some tender illustrations of plant life. I'm not sure what this thing down here is. There's some strange hieroglyphics going on, and there's a paper airplane right there. I know the light is kind of out of focus here, but I can't wait to get this on the turntable, maybe right here one day in the newly doored studio. So that came with 2 really good condition records on the Tamla Motown label. There they are. And I'm real happy I found this. It was almost free. It didn't cost anything, so I didn't have to pay $29 on eBay for that. I also picked up at the flea market some Sugarhill 12-inch singles, which are always fun. I'm going to turn the light directly on these singles so they're completely illuminated. And this is the Sugarhill Gang doing Sugarhill Groove. Sugarhill Gang were Wonder Mike, Master G, Corey O, and Big Bank Hank. They were, and still probably are, one of the first kind of pop rap groups, operations. And the flip side is Eighth Wonder. I just really enjoy looking at this Sugarhill, this standard Sugarhill sleeve for most of their 12-inch singles. They all came in this colorful, sugary candy. It's kind of like Candyland style lettering, just very flowing and real happy. Whenever you look at a Sugarhill 12-inch, you get happy. And the second one I found about 5. One of the records doesn't have a Sugarhill sleeve. This one looks like it was caught in Hurricane Katrina. And this is Spoonie G meets The Sequence. And Spoonie G is, in real life, Gabriel Jackson. He was, and probably still is, one of the early rappers. This little song came out in 1980, and it was co-produced by Jigs Chase. And the flip side is Monster Jam, not the truck Monster Jam, but this is Spoonie G meets The Sequence. The Sequence were 3 ladies, I think, or maybe 4. I have some of her 12-inch singles here also. So that's Spoonie G and The Sequence. Now, I was real happy to get this. Super cheap, almost free. This is a real influential single called Funk You Up. That's F-U-N-K, You Up. This is also by The Sequence, and the music is by the Sugarhill gang. So Sugarhill Records was kind of a major collaborative effort, operation company. All the groups kind of sang on the other members of the group's songs with each other and at the same time. This is another version of Funk You Up. That's The Sequence, 1979, really early rap, really exciting. And I'll show the one without the sleeve. This is The Sequence again, or Sequence. There's no the. This is a STEVIE Incorporated production, and we do have the Sugarhill logo on the record. The little logo doesn't quite work as well as the big one does. It's a little criticism, but they could have made this just slightly bigger so it hit the edge of the circumference. This came out in 1981. This is Sequence again, and their song, And You Know That. This is the one that's signed by Booby up here in the corner. And this is also a STEVIE Incorporated production. And this is another version of And You Know That, signed by Booby. And so those are the Sugarhill records, the Stevie Wonder records. And our door works.